Hey everyone, this is Saturday, September 21st, 2024, the end of week 7 video. Sorry it's getting a little bit late getting this out, but anyway, this past week was a lot of hard work, as they all are, but this one in particular. Couple things, got my second blood panels back, and on top of the viral infection that I apparently have in my blood from the first one, I now also have a bacterial infection. So on the outside, I mean, I don't have no feelings or indications of those infections, but apparently they still show up in my blood panel. So I've got a new couple supplements to take that are supposed to help fight that naturally. Also this week, as I think I had last week, was the exercise with oxygen therapy. That's been going really well. I've had 4 of them so far, and the therapist that is in charge of doing those treatments, he's pretty much commended me on doing everything exactly like he would want it. Everything, all the brain recoveries, the body recoveries, as I'm going through the different phases of the cycling, while either on oxygen or on very low oxygen. So it's kind of like riding a bike at the top of like Mount Fuji or something like that. So very low levels of oxygen, but then after you pump bike really hard for a while, a few minutes, then they kick on pure oxygen on you for a couple minutes, and it's kind of like back and forth. But that's been going great. It's more mental toughness than physical toughness doing those, because when you're on the very low oxygen but you're having to ride the bike pretty hard, it can start to mess with your mind a little bit. Like you feel like you're suffocating even though you technically have enough oxygen to survive if you had to. But it still kind of plays with your mind a bit. But I've been able to battle through that and gotten good marks on that. So that's one of the 3, as they say, 3 therapies. They're kind of the cornerstone of what they do here at the clinic, that NMR, and then the vagus nerve stimulation. So I hear a lot of people get their first really big pain drops either from EWOT or the NMR. So continuing to battle hard with those. Speaking of NMR, I have been, for the last couple weeks, I've been kind of struggling. I've been up and down in terms of the amount of stimulation that I'm able to withstand on my hot spots. As a reminder, my hot spots are on my inner thighs, which they tell me is about as bad a spot as you can get on your body, because it's very sensitive to the stimulation. And so like I got up to like 61, and then I got up to 45 the next day, which was like a step backwards. Then I got back up to 62, and then I got right around 60 again. So it's like I've been kind of up and down and hovering, stuck kind of around 60. And the high end of everything is, and the goal is to get to 100. 100's as high as it goes. And when you get to 100 and you're able to maintain it for several minutes, or as much as you can, that's where a lot of the pain drops also are known to come from. So it's a real important thing. And I've been kind of beating myself up a little bit about it, because I've been stuck on around 60 for a couple weeks. And so anyway, yesterday, not yesterday, but on Thursday during NMR, I went as high as I possibly could. I was screaming out in pain and probably cursing, I'm sure. But it's extremely difficult to go through. I mean, I like to think that I know my way around pain, but this is like a whole new kind of pain. I mean, it is extremely painful. But anyway, as I was nearing the end of the 15-minute cycle, trying to get to 100. I ended up getting to 100. So I got my fancy 100 Club t-shirt. So that's a nice little bonus for having endured so much. And I was able to maintain that level for 2 minutes. And all the while, it's not just a matter of getting the stimulation, but you're also doing exercises, very specific, proper form exercises and movements while you're at that level of stimulation. And so that was really good. It was it was very difficult to do, and now I have to kind of attempt to get there every day now from here on out. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that, but I will give it my best. And ironically, or not so ironically, I guess, I've noticed yesterday and today, ever since I hit that 100, my pain levels have been holding lower than usual and staying that way almost the entirety of Friday and today. So, and the other thing too is I've started to notice that the feeling or lack thereof that I have on the outside calf of my left leg, that part of my body's been completely dead for years. Like I have no sensation at all. It's just like dead flesh or something. But I started to notice, I think I'm getting some of the sensation back. I don't know if it's my imagination or not yet, but it wouldn't be surprising if I were getting some of my feeling back on that. So I'm very cautiously optimistic on that front. That would be really great. It's one of the things, I mean, aside from the pain, that sensation of not having sensation is it's very unpleasant, as you know. Like when you get Novocaine at the dentist and your entire lower lip feels like it doesn't really belong to you. That's the way I feel about my leg on my left and both feet. It's like they don't really belong to me. I mean, I get pain from them, but it's kind of nerve pain. It's down deep inside, but like superficially on the skin surface, it's just dead. And I'll be glad the day when that is finally gone. So again, only 7 weeks through on this journey. Still probably have close to 2 more months or somewhere thereabouts. And just got still got a lot of hard work ahead of me, but I've got a good attitude going in, and I want to be cured of this more than just about anything. And so whatever they want me to do, whatever they tell me will get me there, I'm on board 100%. I think that is probably it for this week. Anyway, if you guys ever have any questions or whatever, you can post it in the comments. I'll try to check in now and then, or most of you know how to get a hold of me anyway, so you can always reach out, text, call. Most of the time it's pretty boring here on the weekends. So, yeah. Anyway, that's it for this week. Hope everybody's doing good. Bye.